I was in a car accident. I broke my neck, my back in 4 places each. I was in a coma for 21 days. I woke up on Christmas. Uh, Brain injury.
Exclusive interviews. Global voices. Real stories.
They were with P.SEIZE. Could you tell us how you came up with that name? Because it sounds like it's about taking control.
Yeah, my name is Paul Christopher Caesar II.
Okay.
So with the P, the initials, it's a wordplay with my initials of my name.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Christopher, which is a C, then a Caesar with a C, then the two just
Yeah.
C's. But
Okay.
it is spelled as like in control, so it's
Yeah.
really just playing with your mind the whole time.
Okay. I get the connect.
But it fits,
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I didn't even think of that seeing the name, but then, yeah, your name, I saw the real name, so
Yeah.
it's a good play on words.
Thanks, bro.
So tell us about some of the legends of music from your area.
From my area?
Yeah.
Mhm. I was born in New York. I'm currently Detroit, right outside of Detroit. Born in New York, all
Yeah.
over Denver, Michigan. But in my area, I would have to say, of course, people know Eminem.
Yeah, of course,
That's
Slim
that's
Shady.
that's yeah,
Yeah.
that's a legend from Detroit. We got Slum Village, of course.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure.
There's just so many to count off.
Yeah.
Just so many. With battle rapping Marv One, he's actually on one of the features on my new record that I
Oh,
have
yeah.
out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a lot of people. Fat Cat,
All right. Yeah, that's
yeah,
pretty loaded right there.
yeah,
So you've lived coast to coast. How have
I
those
have.
different environments shaped your style and your worldview?
Um, it's been good to be able to actually say that I've been able to do that.
Yeah.
Um, it's made me see things in a different way, in the sense of how things really are all the same, but brought to you in a different light, kind of. I don't know if you understand, but
Yeah.
um, it's made me as well, especially in the ear where you hear me and how I play with the words in my music, and just
Yeah.
how I associate myself with the struggle and how I am, you know? It's really made me me.
Okay.
It's definitely more difficult than you would expect, but
Yeah.
it's been done.
So you survived two life-changing events. What role did music play in your recovery of that time?
Man, there's just a lot of different things that have happened to me. They're very long and drawn out scenarios to explain.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
I had to close that window. I was trying to get sunlight, but
Yeah, no worries, bro.
yeah.
Um,
Okay. So yeah, where were you now?
when I was younger, I was 17 years old. I just dropped out of high school,
Yeah.
actually, and I was really going hard at music that time, making a lot of music and rapping my ass off. And I dropped out of school. I was with my mom in New York. I moved back to Michigan. I got a job, and I got my first car, and I was in a car accident.
Yeah.
But I was on my way to pick up my buddy to go finish recording this song. And I was in a car accident. I broke my neck, my back in 4 places each. I was in a coma for 21 days. I woke up on Christmas.
Yeah,
uh, brain injury, just and it's crazy, but I healed from that very fastly. I was paralyzed for a very, very, very short period of time, but I healed from it. And that's one of the events that took place. I just then I just was perfect,
yeah,
walking, talking, everything. I was just myself all over again. My wife met me years later. This was in 2002. I met my wife in 2009. She would have never even have known,
yeah,
from me performing all over the country and just yeah, that's one of them. That definitely the doctors told me that I would never be able to rap again, that I
yeah,
wouldn't be able to make music or do anything like that. And I told them in the hospital, I said, "You're wrong." And then I started writing once my hands were starting to move again and I was able to do it. So I started writing and, I just kept going. Another big thing that happened, which is crazy, is about in 2022, it was
yeah.
about a year and 2 years and 9 months ago, I got rushed to the hospital and my wife and we pulled over. It was just a normal night. My back started to hurt. I had no idea what was happening, but it was really bad. We were on the way to the hospital, but we had to pull over and call an ambulance to get me because on the way lost feeling in my hands. I couldn't slap them together. I couldn't even get out of the car. They had to get me out of the car. And it ended up being a cancerous tumor that was on my neck
Yeah.
that grew from the scar tissue from where I broke my neck when I was 17. So
She,
all these years later, 20 years later, out of nowhere, completely unexpected, I had a tumor growing on my neck from the scar tissue
yeah.
and out of nowhere. And right now, I've actually been in a wheelchair since then. So for like 2 years and 9 months, I'm a quadriplegic because of it. These bodies of work are the first bodies of work that I've executed work with in a while, and they're
Yeah.
just they're just very strong, as you probably listen to some. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
those are two of the things. But I live every other struggle that there's out there that people deal with, some crazy, crazy
Yeah.
stuff too. But those are the biggest. So,
Well, that's pretty big, man.
yeah,
As you were
but
telling the story there, I was thinking about Kanye West story when he got in his accident.
yeah, Kanye ain't got shit on me, bro.
Wow.
Nah, nah,
Nah, man.
nah.
So your track, December 4th, 2002, dives into that pivotal day.
Yeah, that actually I didn't know we were talking about this stuff. This is from this stuff that was on a record I released
Yeah.
in December of 2024 last year. The
Okay.
new record I released is Tinfoil Hat Factory Volume 2. But yeah, the
Yeah.
December 4th track, that was the first record I've ever recorded about any of that.
Yeah.
And that was the first part that I just talked about. There hasn't been a song recorded about what I just told you to why I'm in a chair
Oh,
now.
okay.
But the December 4th is definitely tough.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
So your latest project is I want to know how did you come up with the tinfoil hat theme and the branding of it and why?
Um, my wife and we are the owners of the company, the Tinfoil Hat Factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing this now. Our company, we're trademarked and going strong for the past like 4.5 years. So
Oh,
we're doing pretty good. We're definitely looking to expand even more here in the future, especially with our brand and the music. intertwining with each other. It's
Yeah,
definitely good promotion, especially when we stand by what we're saying. And as you can hear in the music and on our apparel,
yeah,
definitely stand firm in what we believe in. But my music definitely has changed over the past 10 years or so, 9 years. I've been able to be part of a spiritual awakening of sorts, and
yeah,
realization of what's taken place that I never saw before. And and it's right in front of us. And a
yeah,
lot of people don't understand or want to look outside the box, so they got to put their thinking cap on. And that thinking cap is what a lot of people refer to as not normal. As
yeah,
back in the day, when people would say, "Oh, they're reading your mind, put on your tinfoil hat," So it's really conspiracy theorists, back in the day that people would
yeah.
be like, "Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist.
You
You're
know what?
wearing
You
a
know what?
tinfoil hat."
What's so crazy that you just brought it up? I actually just watched something this morning about the technology that could read the brain waves that could read your mind. That just seen a video, and it was actually on the news too, because I saw the news clip when they were talking about it.
Let me tell you what, bro, there's definitely no such thing as coincidence.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because
Yeah.
which I did like early this morning, like around 8:30 this morning. And then I'm like, because I already kind of heard about that probably around 2020, but to see it was on the actual news broadcast and they were talking about it, it's crazy, man.
Yeah. The way I have my phone, I just realized I think I'm, like, looking at this weird. I'm not sure, but I might be
No,
looking
everything, no,
wrong.
everything's clear.
Everything's good, alright. My
Everything.
wife's in the background. She's
Yeah,
she's chilling with me.
yeah,
Yeah.
everything is good. It's clear.
Yeah, it's good, man.
So, what separates volume two from volume one? How did your perspective evolve between the projects?
I think there is definitely a little bit left over from volume 1 to talk about, so
Yeah,
I think they definitely merged together very nicely, because the thoughts that I have now in the songs that I'm making, they're so vast, the ideas in them, it really doesn't have a chance to stop because there's so much to think about. Um, it's just life experiences as well.
yeah,
How things are changing for myself, especially in the position that I'm in. I'm in therapy, learning how to walk again, hopefully at some point in time.
yeah,
I just had surgery on my arm. My arm used to be like stuck in my body like this. Now I could, I'm going in for surgery to fix my hand up. It was supposed to be a couple weeks ago, bro. And I'm in a very, very dope studio recording all this stuff. I'm just
yeah,
trying to stay focused and be thankful that I still have a voice that I could use. Because before volume one, that this is a big thing that changed it too, is before I started writing volume one, man, I wrote a song and it was a while. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to rap again.
yeah,
I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to perform again, which I still haven't. But I just didn't know. My lungs, my diaphragm was
yeah,
weak because of my spinal cord injury, and which is still is not top shelf, but I went in to record one song and I recorded the song and it sounded good. It was actually The Ones That Ride 2. It's the last song on Tinfoil Hat Factory Volume 1.
yeah,
And, after that, I just didn't stop recording. But, I took a little break in between, there was a couple songs that I had to work on still, that I wanted to work on that I didn't finish. But I took a break, but when I came back into the studio I was just, and I'm speaking up louder now.
Yeah,
I'm able to do that. I'm more of a relaxed type of person, but I could definitely do it. And
yeah,
just with that and me getting better and real and playing my music and people showing the love that they were, it made me more confident, I believe.
yeah,
And and I've always been dope, I'm definitely a problem on the microphone, and I've been
yeah,
that way, and I know. And progress, not perfection, is a quote that I live by, and I have for in a long time. So I think standing firm in the sense of not really standing firm, but
yeah,
not being able to be budged too much, the confidence of me and who I am and what I'm gonna do is and what I'm doing. I think that's what's helped me, you
yeah.
know,
You've
make a
had the
difference with them.
second chance, and you're not taking it for granted.
Dude, this is
Don't make
like the
sure.
third, fourth chance, bro,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man.
because before this interview, I didn't even know this stuff that you're saying, and it's crazy because it's talked about coincidence. Yesterday, I was at my friend's house and we were watching a channel, and it showed this old television show that we remembered back in the day, $6 Million Man. I don't know if you heard of that or seen that. And
Yeah.
it was a similar kind of thing. The person got injured, but then they were using technology to bring him back stronger than before. And I just
Mhm.
said that was just
Yeah.
coincidence. I saw that yesterday. I didn't know your story today. Is like it's
Mm.
crazy, man. So you also have songs like Earth is Flat and NASA Lies.
Yeah.
Um, so your music, you like to challenge the normal narratives out there. Is that important for you to push against the mainstream?
Um, yes. And it definitely is because like I've said earlier that my music has changed significantly, over time due to like a spiritual awakening of sorts and being able to see how things are.
Yeah,
And I'll say first and foremost, it all goes back to the Messiah, and that's the biggest truth that there is. And a lot of things are hidden to take away his existence, and our creator. And Earth is Flat, NASA Lies was the second song that I recorded after realizing this. The
yeah,
first song was Poison, and then it was Earth is Flat, NASA Lies, and I recorded that in Denver, actually. I don't know. I
yeah.
recorded that out in Denver, yeah. So,
Okay.
and it's just, we could just go on for so long talking about the concept of that, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So,
You've heard of that, the earth being flat?
well, if this will go in a whole different topic, but yeah, I've heard that, but also I heard it's not like round how they're saying it's round, but it's more like a realm. Also heard it's like a realm of that's being held together from the different heavens and everything like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it says, excuse me again, but like it says, man, we won't get into this and keep it too long, but it says in the you're a believer then, right? Of the Bible and
Yeah.
yeah, right? So Genesis 1:6, the first page of the Bible, bro, the sixth line. Actually, it goes into the sixth, the seventh, really. Seventh line. All right. The creator created the firmament, the divider between heavens that keeps the water above from the water below. Right. And that
Yeah.
that is the first page, the sixth line. And that's like you said, like a realm. Okay. So you go into more of like what's the firmament, right?
Yeah.
And the firmament is like a dome surrounding us, bro, and keeps the waters above from the waters below. And that's why you can even look into like the shape of the rainbow which was the promise that we were never going to be flooded again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The real true meaning of the rainbow, not that pride nonsense, you know?
Just,
On how I feel,
because
you
again,
know?
reason is because just yesterday, my friend we had this discussion like probably a year, 2 years ago about the moon landing, and he's saying, you know what, I'm starting to believe the conspiracy
I
because he
yeah,
said, I guess he saw someone say when the landing happened, who was there to record the landing?
yeah,
And
man.
well, I wanted to go into like much deeper, but I know like he has to find some of that stuff himself. Because I was gonna tell him about the astronauts, why they train in water and everything like that. Because it goes back to what you said, the water above and the water below. So
Yeah.
they're actually in water when they're going out, but then you'll just be confused too. So I said sometimes you have to just keep things.
You know, the first language known and recorded and dated back is Hebrew.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you know what NASA means in Hebrew?
Was it, I think, Nagash or something like that?
No, NASA means to deceive.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, it
Even
means
the
to
even the
deceive.
logo, even the logo I know about with the serpent tongue. That's
Yeah, and you see that that's right in the NASA logo, bro. That's what that is.
yes, it's yeah,
And, I waited a while, I released a little bit more music,
yeah,
and without not talking about Flat Earth too much, but on the new record, Volume Facts on Facts, I released the last song on it, track 8 is called, Research Flat Earth.
yeah.
And a lot of people are really liking that a lot because a lot of my fan base, a lot of people believe that the earth is flat, and a lot of them believe it not solely because of me, but I've had
Yeah.
that song is a very popular song of mine. And the truther community that I'm in, we definitely stand firm together as well.
Okay, so I'll
So
ask you this.
check
Uh,
that if you haven't, bro.
yeah, I'll check it out. So, what do you think of that report about Three Eye Atlas? What do you think that's about?
About what?
Three Eye Atlas. I don't know if you heard about Three Eye Atlas.
I haven't.
Yeah, so there was a scientist that came on. It's on the mainstream news. He came on like 3 weeks ago. But then I've been seeing like pieces all over the place. And they're saying usually when they see a comet or asteroid, they know it's an asteroid or comet, but they said as this thing is getting closer, it's more looking like a um metallic kind of object.
Well,
But
that's
but it's like
crazy that you
but
say that.
it's like a but they're saying it could be a ship actually coming this way.
Hey, that's so crazy that you say that because I saved a meme to my phone earlier.
Yeah,
And do you know what a meteor and an asteroid really look like? Dude, if you have a light and you're shining, if you're in the water and you're looking up and you have a flashlight
yeah.
shining into the water, that's what it looks like, man. That's what a
Okay, yeah,
meteor looks like.
yeah,
It's crazy, man. I
yeah,
saw that earlier. You talk about coincidence. There's no such thing, man.
yeah. So I guess today and the time that we have this was just coincide perfectly.
Yeah, man.
Mm. So
Check that record though, man. I'm telling you,
yeah,
it's all about waking the people up, man, and bringing them closer to the Messiah and helping them gain a relationship. And I'm only a person too, so I have to talk about what I'm going through and my testimony of it all.
yeah,
So I'm glad that it's always been that way, but it's definitely became something more focused on doing that exactly, you know?
yeah.
But yeah, if you listen to my music, it's all dope, but it's definitely just changed, and I'm happy that I've been able to do that.
So
I just want to say that with us talking about
yeah,
flat earth and everything and just the
yeah, yeah,
music, and
yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah. So where could people get your music?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Music is some platform. Hit me up for some harder copies. We could talk records, possibly, and
Okay.
some CDs. I'm doing that through my website, our store. Like I said, my wife and I, we are internationally known, the Tinfoil Hat Factory.com. You probably see a lot of people wearing these hats all on TikTok and all over,
Yeah.
but that's where you get them from, the official
Oh,
ones.
okay. Okay.
Uh, yeah. And then you just go to anywhere else to stream my music,
Yeah.
Apple, iTunes, Spotify,
It's all there.
all everywhere. Yeah, Pandora. Yeah.
So let me ask you one question before we go. If you
Uh,
could collaborate with anyone right now, whether an artist or activist or entrepreneur, who would it be and why?
you're gonna have to give me a second
Yeah.
to answer this. Can I say that later? I could smoke, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Because I was earlier anyway.
Yeah.
See, I have to say a little something though to
Okay.
answer this question, okay?
Yeah.
Because of all these things and this spiritual awakening and everything, man, I find myself pushed away from, if not a lot, if not all of the music that I used to really listen to and enjoy,
Yeah.
because I'm seeing great deception in it, you know, great deception, man.
Yeah.
Um, So, and just ways of thinking that have not needed to be there, or me thinking, oh, they wouldn't do that. That's too, you know what I mean? That's too well known when really it's right in your face what's going on. You know what
Okay,
I mean?
before you continue, another coincidence. Before I came on,
No such thing as coincidences, bro. Come
I
on.
was on the Instagram feed and then I saw, because I heard about the movie, but um I saw there's a pastor there, Roger Marcus or Marcus Rogers. He was talking about the Marlon Wayans movie and he was saying don't even look at it
Uh,
because he said it's like the images and everything it plays in a way that it'll attach to people's like imagery in their head and everything.
dude, it's all made up.
So I
It's
just
all
saw
made
I
up.
was scrolling and then I just saw the thing. I was like, you can't even get away from it. And then I saw him comment. But did you see the trailer for him or heard about it?
I'm not even sure. No.
Marlon
I'm
Wayans, yeah, Marlon Wayans is in it, and he's basically the GOAT football player, but there's a kid that's coming up that wants to be the GOAT. So the reason why I brought it up is that people in the comments are saying, oh, they're not even hiding it now because they were showing like the demonic side and doing the rituals to get to
They're
be the GOAT.
not. The craziest shit, bro, they haven't been hiding it the whole time.
Yeah,
We've just thought that it was entertainment of sorts, or, the idea, the glamorization of Halloween and how things are horror and scary movies.
yeah,
That's why I struggle with watching scary movies with my kids because they want to watch scary movies. And my kids, I've really been this way of light, I'll say, for the past like 9, 10 years, trying to really look at things differently. And my
yeah,
son is 14 and my daughter is 10, so they've definitely grown up a different way of seeing things, but still, they have this
yeah,
whole society around them, like we can't just keep everything from them, you
yeah.
know what I mean? So they see
No,
how things are and what they have. We're not Amish, yeah, which is
yeah,
nothing wrong with being Amish because they seem to be smart people who are staying healthy and
yeah,
doing their thing, but it's hard. They're just people and they wanna watch scary movies, and they don't entirely understand why they shouldn't watch scary movies because 'cause they're
Yeah,
just scary movies. They know it's fake, as they would say, but still,
yeah, no,
it's not good. We shouldn't want to, and sometimes I'm like, "Let's watch it." And it's not to because I fall victim to it too. I wanna see
yeah.
what's going on a little. I want them to be happy because they get to watch it. I'm not perfect, you know?
Well, yeah, you know it is when you're kids too. It's just
Yeah, man.
it's just entertainment. Yeah,
Yeah, man, you need to tap in and lock in with me on my, Facebook and everything, bro. They got me shadow banned on, Instagram real good, man. Real bad. They don't let me get out there
yeah,
on Instagram.
oh,
But
you
my
know,
wife and I, yo, we shut shit down on Facebook, dude. We're holding it down big
you know
time.
the half of it with our main channel that I just got the channel back in March. It's been gone
Yeah,
out since COVID.
yeah.
So you know what
Yo,
happened?
you need to
You
listen to
know
some
what?
more of my music.
That was the big channel that we had, and the thing was millions of views each month. We
Yeah,
just got
man.
it back.
Well,
Like what it was, but at least the people, I still had the connects and all that. So, but
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man,
What
but
you're talking.
even on TikTok, my wife and I, we've had, like 3 different, accounts with, like, 60 to 80,000 followers, millions and millions of views, like, 3 other times. We
Yeah,
still got them up there now because we're learning on what not to talk about.
yeah, and code the
My first record of me waking up was called Poison, and that was a lot to do with X, you know,
yeah,
and all that. And it blew up, dude. That's what got a lot of my fans and followers and everything. And then I started learning more about everything. And so I had to keep going. I had to keep waking people up and
yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't I
that was
can't not I can't not be real with it, like I've been saying I was real this whole time and doing the things that I've done.
yeah, because we were the
It's
Tupac
grace,
Center.
yo. It's
We were the
grace. That's it.
we were the media for the Tupac Center. Everything was going good until Afeni died, the person who bought it, and then that's when I found out about the layers and everything.
Yeah,
Because it was
man.
around that same time and then I found out like who's really running it. Because I was hearing the names and everything before until we started getting contact from those people. And I was like, okay, so the Illuminati and all that thing Tupac was talking. It
And
was
like I was saying too, it's been right in front of us for
yeah,
so
yeah,
long.
yeah.
For
But
so
but
long.
the funny thing is now when you try to tell certain people, it just sounds crazy. But then I understand because it's the programming.
Man, you need to listen to some more of my tracks, man,
Yeah,
for real. Cause
yeah, I
this is
will. I
my
will.
life. Cause this is my life we're talking about for real, for
Yeah,
real.
yeah, yeah. I will.
My wife and I, we hold shit down for real, especially with the Tinfoil Hat Factory. My wife is crushing it, dude. She's got like 80,000 followers right now on
Yeah.
Facebook, and her posts are getting like 10,000 likes each. And she's like,
Okay.
dude, when which is all it's all based on each other in our company because we've been doing it together
Yeah,
for the
yeah. Because
past.
people want to hear.
We definitely woke up together. It's flat Earth. She told me about flat Earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't want to hear about that for a second, but she's on like a couple NASA grants, dude. She worked at Brown University in Rhode Island and she watched all this shit happening and then she was asking questions and it just didn't make sense. And then she said it to me and I was like just waking up to everything
I
for
know.
vaccinations, and this was before COVID, bro. And the first thing you hear in my track is whatever you do, don't get a flu shot. And then the track drops in. This was before that, dude.
Yeah.
Man, like I've been waking up for a little bit, man, and helping a lot of people see what's going on.
So you
That's what
know,
it's been.
I guess you heard about the Agenda 30 and all that stuff.
Yeah.
that's what I think.
There's so many things, but there was an agenda 20,
Yeah, yeah.
they said this. But if you look at it, dude, everything is really happening. Look in the sky at any time,
That's
too.
why that's that same thing I told you, the three-eye atlas. Maybe after the interview, you could check it out.
Yeah.
I think that's a part of the Agenda 30.
Well, definitely you need to link it up with me after this so
Yeah,
we could talk more about this for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. I didn't know, yeah, I didn't know you were gonna. There's a couple of people I interviewed that that know that and go about this like this, but
Man, direct them to us. We
yeah,
got like seriously, we're doing the Tinfoil Hat Factory. We just turned the company into a record label in December, which
yeah.
that's honest me, I'm holding it down, but that's what we're doing now with that too, the clothing and media, and we're getting started and we're doing all right. So
Okay.
we got the hats. We got like 35 different sizes and styles of hats,
Yeah,
shirts, good stuff. And it's all based on, man. There's a lot of people hate too, calling us that we're just trying to make money waking people up and shit. I
yeah,
say, fuck that. It pisses me off for real. And I made a song partially that is about people saying that. It's track 3.
yeah.
It's called I Keep It Real. It's definitely funky, bro.
Okay,
You
okay.
gotta check that. It's on Facts, a new
I will.
record. But yeah, man. I'm great. I have a bunch of podcasts lined up.
Yeah,
People are doing it, man. So I'm really looking forward to it's just been released now for like a week and a half. I've really
yeah.
looked into we got the video. Have you checked the video out yet? We
No,
just shot the
all I got,
video. Check
no,
it out.
was
Check the
the
yeah, I got a couple
like,
videos shot. I just released the first one on the 22nd or something. Go on YouTube
okay, yeah.
and go to
I'll put it out. Yeah, we'll
PC's.
have it all together when we put out this interview. You'll get
Yeah,
the
man.
whole
Yeah.
article and everything.
The name of it's the first track on the record. It's called Just Fine. We just shot it out
Yeah,
in Detroit
okay.
on the 22nd. The day was crazy, yo. My dude's van ended up getting T-boned by this dude who was tweaked out.
Yeah,
And then my other homie ended up trying to get him to stop because the kids were in that car. And my dude hopped in this other guy's car, dude, and to get him to stop. I
yeah.
ended up beating the shit out of him because he wouldn't stop. They ran over the money thing on the side of the road, hit a tree right there.
Oh,
This is right downtown Detroit, yo. While
yeah,
we were shooting the video, there's a couple little clips of the things in there, but it was a
yeah.
dope video, yo.
Okay, yeah.
I
Okay.
just released it.
Um,
I never really promoted on YouTube
yeah.
until more recently, but I've always put stuff on there, but I've always used other places, you know.
Okay.
And now I feel very strong of what I'm doing with my music where it needs to be.
Yeah.
I've been more, man, doing shows and shit all over the place, all over New England, Providence, man, all over Detroit to just everywhere. I was doing shows for a long time. I haven't done a show in past like 5 years, man, due to all this craziness from epilepsy to being a quadriplegic right now. High functioning, I must say, but still, it
Yeah, that's
ain't no
all.
joke what I'm going through for real. And I'll
Yeah,
put
that's
that out there for a lot of people who go through this
inspiring
that
and
people
yeah,
don't know about it, man, because
yeah.
this shit ain't no joke and people deal with a lot. And big up to everybody out there. Big up to everybody out there anyway, whoever they are, much love, period. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm having a good time here with you, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that. Yeah, you gotta come. Yeah, we gotta do an update after this.
Yeah, man, we got to do another interview and
Yeah, I
tell
got to
my
do another
wife.
interview. Yeah, I got to do another
Sure.
one.
I'll say, all right. My wife, she's being shy right now,
Yeah,
but she's on the internet, yo. You got to check her out too,
yeah,
man. You'll see. I know we'll all get linked in after this
yeah.
for sure.